Two, one. Hey everybody, welcome once again to the Jackie and Daryl show, and we have an awesome, exciting show lined up for you today. I am sitting here with my lovely co-host Jackie, and we have two special guests. You might remember her from another show. This is Tiffany.
Hi.
And we have my man Derek
Brand new.
in the house today. And we are about to get it going. Remember, this is the show where you can write in, you can send your opinions, your views, your questions, whatever you have, your thoughts, because this show is for the people and it's about you. And we are about to get right into it because I want to tell you guys what happened to me this week.
What happened to you?
You ain't gonna believe this.
Tell it, dog.
I'm talking to one of my buddies, okay? So he asked me, he said, you know, D, how do you think it's important that a woman have good hygiene? I said, very important.
Okay.
Yeah. So he told me about this young lady. He had been seeing her for about a month and a half, and he said every time they got ready to, make love, she would say it's too soon. And he said he really wanted, because she was very attractive. I mean, body out of this nation.
Out of sight.
Out of sight. And that's according to what he said. So he said the time came, and she's, wear these real tight pants, they form fitting. And he said, it was time to go there, and when they were about to get into it,
I already know where you're going.
Her pants came down, and he said it smelled just like smacked in the face.
Oh my God.
And I'm just like, wait a minute. Like, was it like
You asked him to describe
Was it fine musk?
was it like, honestly, he said it smelled like someone had passed gas. And so
well, maybe she had.
No, so
They get trapped.
so there you go.
They get trapped. The fume.
What
happened?
So okay.
Wait,
this
no,
is
it
my
does.
Sometimes if you release some
Women's
gas.
pants are made to hold all
Okay, let me ask this
We
question.
have gas.
If you're wearing very, very tight pants and you have gas, it would behoove you to go to the bathroom and let it out.
Let it free. Give it free.
In those tight crevices.
Because it's only going to ferment and get concentrated. Potency is just going to...
Now we see. These are the topics we talk about on the Jackie and Daryl show. These are real situations, real people, and these things really happen. And we just give you a voice, to get it out there and just see what you think about it. But I mean, just one question really quick, and this is for you, Jackie.
Yeah. What?
Tell us how important is.
Oh my gosh! I mean, we have to talk about that.
I mean, just tell us how important it is.
This is a no-brainer.
We all know, right? We all
You're a woman. You're supposed to smell like a flower. You're supposed to smell delicate. You're supposed to smell good.
Yeah. Now, what about the guy?
He's supposed to smell good too.
It's supposed to smell good too.
I mean, now, it's always this way. The man wants his woman to smell really good, look very beautiful, and all of that.
Yeah.
And he's scratching and dancing. Haven't took a bath, sitting on the couch. His teeth haven't been brushed in 3 days. You say, baby, you stink. Aren't you gonna take a shower? Well, where we going?
That ain't
Where we going? Where do I take bath?
So you all know, Daryl and Derek, we don't do that. We bathe frequently.
Daryl ain't spoke up yet.
Right.
I bathe daily.
Okay.
Sometimes twice a day, especially given the hot weather. I'll be real, but I will say this. You can take that shower, and then if it's a hot day, you're just gonna get funky again. Now, what is the acceptable level of funkiness you can have? Because there's like a must to some women.
There
like,
is a natural sense.
yeah, you can be like, is that a deal breaker? I'm not talking about straight nasty.
Can I say this?
There's an acceptable level of fun.
You gotta make sure the insides are clean though.
That's
You know the inside.
Yeah.
You gotta make
So
sure
people,
all that.
what you eat determines the smell that comes out of your pores.
Yes, it does.
Ladies, don't eat asparagus. If you ever
Guys
think
too.
about
But
it will make
I like
areas
asparagus.
very strong.
I'm glad you told me that.
Pineapple.
See what I started?
Ladies,
Okay.
pineapple.
All right, I'm done with that.
And that's
So,
fruit.
that was quick.
And the same
I
with
don't know if I
ladies
should
too,
get into
though.
that.
And it's the same with ladies too.
I mean, but it's not
Yeah.
necessarily for like freshness sake. For
What is
guys.
it?
Okay, you know what?
Taste.
That's another show. Here we go. So we're gonna keep it moving.
Well, yeah, it's
so
for the women.
as you can see, you are tuned in to the Jackie and Daryl show, and we are
Any
about
trouble
to have. They
first.
still talking while I'm talking. I have no control. None. No, but that's the whole thing about this is a real show, real people, and we want to have real conversations. But today, I want to get into something that is just, oh man, it's good. And Jackie and Tiffany have no idea
I want to know.
what I'm about to ask them.
Uh-oh.
But I
Okay,
need
here
to
we
get
go.
a woman's
Let me get ready.
point of
Let's
view.
get it.
ready.
Let's get it.
So, okay,
Ready?
here we go.
Okay.
You guys ready for this?
I'm ready.
Remember, go to
Ready.
jdtvforyou.com and you can join the newsletter and you can give your answers or what your thoughts and opinions are, and it will be on the show. You can even upload a video because this is for you. So here we go. Now,
Okay.
Tiffany,
All right. Let me get
Yes.
myself
and
ready. Let me
Derek,
get
you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Because we're about to
Let's
So
go.
here we go.
Here we go.
So let's say that the both of you are best friends.
Hi,
You've
Hey,
been
girl.
best friends for 20 years.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, that's quite a while.
And Jackie, you had a boyfriend who you thought was Mr. Right, and he ended up being Mr. Wrong for you. Right? But now, your best friend, Tiffany, she comes to you and she says, oh my God, girl, I met this guy. He is awesome. I love him so much. He treats me like a queen. I just never thought I would find a guy like this. Right? But guess what?
What's that?
The guy she met
Is
is
my
your
ex-guy.
ex. Your Mr. Wrong is now her Mr. Right.
My best friend.
Your best friend.
Okay.
Now, can you deal with that? Can you have them over for dinner? Can you get past your own feelings to see your best friend happy? I need to know this.
Okay.
X-Man, not man.
X-Men.
X-Men.
Now, okay, if it were me per se, Jackie,
Tell the truth.
if I'm not with dude anymore, I don't care.
Okay.
Because I'm not with him.
What about all
If I'm
that
not-
history?
If I'm not with him, I mean, and I've worked through all of that junk, I mean, I don't have any feelings for him. I mean, dude.
So you can be
whatever.
happy for her.
I could, however.
Now remember, that's the guy.
However,
Y'all dated for years.
I said however.
I know
However.
it had to be a however in there somewhere.
That is not the way that normally goes.
Okay.
Because there's supposed to be,
Supposed to be.
this spoken code where, you know, I don't mess with your old and you don't mess with mine.
women got that? Because we got that
Oh,
code.
we got that code.
A lot of us,
It's
a lot of
somewhat-
us violated though.
Guys got that
I
We
didn't
got
think
that
y'all had
For the most
codes
part,
like
for the most part,
You try not to like.
For the most part.
Well, cause you.
You all don't care.
No, I don't
No.
care what anybody says. They should say they'd be cool.
They-
I don't think
they
anybody's
lie.
really cool. It's just best we don't go down that road.
It's just sloppy seconds. You
Yeah.
know?
Especially if they're like your boy.
I don't know.
But you
I
the one that
couldn't
got
do
the
it.
sloppy second.
Exactly. I couldn't do it.
I mean,
I
but everybody, somebody sloppy second.
so
Yeah,
true.
it's true.
But
Not
my
nobody I
girl,
know.
my
Not my
best
girl.
friend,
That's what you think, and then
Now
you go on
you
Facebook
doing-
and
no,
y'all
you're
got the same
sleeping with the
friend.
same guy that
She's slept
But
with.
you didn't know. You didn't know.
But see, wait a minute. We've
And
been
you
friends.
already got into
We've
it.
been friends for 20
So there's
years.
some
I
deception.
should know.
No,
Yeah.
no, but sometimes women, sometimes
That's some
women,
deception going on
no,
there.
what I'm saying, sometimes
Yeah.
women, if you meet somebody and you're not sure about them and you want to fill them out first.
You don't tell
and
your
then,
friend.
And then you'll tell your friend after you've been into it. That's happened before, right? That's
you know,
never
that's
happened?
never, not for me, you
Yeah.
know, not my girl, not my bestie,
Okay.
Not my
bestie.
bestie,
Okay.
bestie
I
for 20
probably
years.
didn't already told her.
Okay.
Bestie,
You know,
bestie for 20
She already
years.
knows I'm going out with him.
Okay.
And,
I'm
you know,
not.
Well,
And
let me
I
ask
wouldn't even
this.
cross that line. Bestie,
No.
bestie, 20
Okay, let me
years.
ask this question then. Let me ask this
That's
question.
nasty.
Let me ask this question.
Nasty.
Even with besties, let's go to another scenario. Why do women hate on each other? No matter what color they are, why do women hate on each other?
You know what?
Because I got some stuff. I put it out there.
That's a good
Some people
question.
wrote in.
I went to the doctor's office the other day. My doctor, female.
She hated on
female.
you?
She was Asian. What is that? She comes in there and she was snapping on me. I asked her a question. I said, something something about like an implant. I have an implant, and I thought it was in my sinus cavity. That's a whole other story. That's a whole other show.
I was going to ask, where's your
But anyway, you
You
know.
have an implant? I didn't know that.
Anyway, you know, that's
I was gonna say, bestie, you ain't told me about that.
I'm sure they would do off, you know,
Okay,
off.
No, we
But
want
anyway.
them to see and know. That's what the show is about. We can't hold it back.
No, we can't. If they can't trust us, who can they trust?
Let's focus on the question at hand.
Thank you. Okay.
Continue.
So I'm in there in this doctor's office, right? And she comes walking in. I'm asking her a question about, you know, my situation.
Your situation.
Okay.
And she said, no, what are you talking about? No, that's not how that goes. No.
Okay.
I was like, okay. And so then I asked her another question, and she just snapped me all up. She says, oh, look at you. You got no gray hair. So what? You know, she started talking about all kinds of craziness.
Wait, hold up, you ain't got no gray hair.
Yeah, she just started attacking me.
Oh, that's not right.
Wait,
And
was that
then-
your medical question? Like, I'm getting gray hair?
No, she went all off the grid.
She went off topic.
She went out, and then I came back another day because I needed a referral. And you know, this stupid jacked up insurance that we have. That's a whole nother story. That jacked up mess, pharmaceutical company making millions, doctors making millions, but I ain't even talking about that.
Okay.
Anyway, so she comes back in again, and she does this.
Oh, she didn't get you to look up
She
and
looked you
down.
up and
She
down.
looked me up and down. I said, oh, this broad don't like me. That's what it is.
Hey.
I missed it at first. I was like, oh.
And then you said, oh.
Oh, she don't like me. She don't like me.
Hey.
And she did. And I said, oh. I said, but she Asian.
It don't matter.
It doesn't
It don't
matter.
matter. And on that note, we're going to take a quick break and we're going to come back and I want to share with you all some of the comments and some of the feedback that people wrote in and gave us on this topic. I'm talking about men and women, black and white. They commented on why women hate on other beautiful women. So when we come back, we're going to get into that.
I wanna
And
hear this.
you're going to love what they had to say.
I
because
wanna hear this.
It's real and it was juicy.
She really
Yeah,
can.
she said.
So we'll be back. We're going to finish talking
Like
about
I
this.
should.
We'll see y'all in a minute.
Where'd that come from?
I don't know. It came from Haterville.
Maybe you
Let's
look
feel.
like the woman that her man left her for.
May
Or.
Oh, she was black.
Now we gotta ask, where were you Saturday night?
Were you making fortune
I'll
cookies?
talk to you
I'm
about
just joking.
that after this.
See?
I would make a fortune cookie. Fortune cookie.
Oh my
Fortune cookie. Yeah.
I was there. I was there.
Yeah.
Now you need to tell her that.
Yeah, fortune
Fortune
cookie. Right.
Oh,
God.
seriously? She hated on you?
She really did.
I think she was just having a bad day.
I was gonna say that at first because usually.
I think she just don't
Go to
like
her.
you. She just didn't like you.
And she goes, every time I ask a question,
See, she would have had a bad day, but why would she mention you don't have
And I said, well, do you think
That's like
that...
a physical thing.
So then I said, well, do you think that this implant, because I had an implant here and too, I said, do you think that that would cause really bad headaches? No, they're two not related.
If it's,
it was a
if it's
tornado.
connected to your teeth,
ENT,
your
ear, nose, throat, it was.
causes you to have
Yeah,
headaches.
so I said, she said, well, if there is a tornado in China, would that affect Chicago?
Yes.
No.
Yes, it
Yes, it
would.
will.
Yes,
Because
it
I'm gonna
would.
have somebody. I'm gonna have friends that live in
Yeah.
China, so it's gonna affect.
But the weather is all connected. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
she
why.
said, one don't have nothing to do with the other. No.
She sounds like
That's how she was talking to me.
like an impatient.
And I was like this.
idiot.
All right.
Yeah, if she was just having a bad day,
I'm like,
she
you
would
all
have
right,
personal
John.
stories
brought that up.
about when you were hated upon.
I
You know what?
I seen
don't.
you
I
get
kind of just
I've seen you.
But
get
see,
it.
I guess I've kind of deconditioned myself to overlook it.
Yeah,
I
well,
don't
you have
buy
to.
it.
You have
I don't
to.
buy into it.
But
I
when
don't
you're
think they're
younger,
selling it.
Hold on, y'all.
They're passing it.
When
out.
you're
It might
younger,
be, but I don't accept it.
Okay.
well, you
here we
just
go.
you ignore it.
We're gonna,
I don't-
we're gonna come
You
back
don't
to it.
engage.
And
I don't
three,
exactly.
We're gonna come back so we can do that.
three,
Okay.
2.
What's up, everybody? As you can see, we are having a heated discussion
yes. We have
on
lots to
why
say.
people hate, how women hate on other women. It doesn't matter what color. So, before we get some personal testimonies from Tiffany and Jackie about this, I want to share with you what you, the viewers, and the people out there, the comments that you sent me about this. So, we're gonna start.
Here we go, here we go.
Commence with the hatred.
One person said, when I said, why do women hate on other women? One said, because they are putting more value in a woman's physicality versus concentrating on the real jewels, her heart, her mind, and her spirit.
That's true.
And another person said, simply because women get defensive and jealous.
That's true.
Now, and then, now this one, I was really,
Two for two.
because remember, this stuff comes from within sometimes.
Yeah.
This other person said, that person is unloved, unwanted, unattractive. It's an unholy trinity.
Wow.
Deep with it.
She
And-
did. I'm like,
She said an
yeah.
unholy trinity.
What if somebody told you that?
Yes.
What would you say?
You are unloved,
Yeah.
unattractive, unappreciated.
You break down and cry.
I mean,
No,
the list
it-
goes on and on. I'm talking
My
about from
goodness.
insecurities
That
to
sounds
jealousy
Insecurity
to
and jealousy.
it say I would say that hate comes from insecurity and jealousy and fear. And somebody said this was a guy. The guy said the root of it all is fear. So,
Oh, well, that's the root
when
of
you
all of that.
when you scared of who you are or
Anxiety.
trying to be somebody or you're not secure in yourself, that causes you to look at other people to take it off yourself. And why do we do that? I mean, not just women, men do it as
Because they want
well.
to feel better about themselves.
Yeah, but-
if I can tear you down, then I'm gonna feel better.
For a moment.
Yeah.
But
It's only for a moment.
That's all you need. Because when you get home, ain't nobody competing with you.
Yeah, you look in the mirror and say,
Take off that value.
Hey, look,
Yeah.
say, look, I'm that dude.
Yeah.
I'm that
Yeah.
woman. But now, look,
But all it
what-
does is contribute to your unhappiness. Why go around spreading and spewing all
But
that
when you're-
hate on
when
a
you're
daily
unhappy,
basis?
when you're unhappy, you
I
have
would
nothing
say-
else to do.
Misery loves company.
All day.
I can make you feel bad. Now you angry. I'm angry. I'm like, yeah, everybody's angry. Ain't
Yeah,
nobody
good.
having fun.
I accomplished my
Yeah.
goal.
Exactly.
Yeah. I feel better about me now.
I mean, tell me. I mean, have you ever? And I know you probably you're secure with yourself. I know that, Tiffany. But just tell me, have you ever been hated on and noticed it?
Yeah, it's
I'm
happened
sure.
quite a few times.
Yeah.
I don't buy into it though. I don't engage it. I mean, it is what it is. When I was younger,
It was really bad.
Yeah, it
and you don't know how to
affected me
deal with it.
personally.
Yeah, I want to hear about it
I'm
because
curious
I can't
about
see
that.
you taking the earrings off.
You
you
like,
got
ain't this gonna be one?
No. I've never been a fighter. I defend myself,
Yeah.
yeah. But I realized
Hold on, wait.
I can't defend myself against the world.
So what
You
she's
know?
saying is,
When you're
she's
younger,
not,
you don't
when you're
know
younger,
that.
you don't know how
so
to
what
deal
you're
with
saying
it.
is, you're not a fighter, but if somebody mess with you, you will pick up something and bust their head.
I
She
I
will
might
grab that
have
brick.
to.
I'll defend myself.
In younger days, I would definitely pick up that brick bottle, whatever.
Box
I
cutter,
but
right.
yeah, box cutter. I used to keep one of those in the car with me. But you know, I don't do that anymore.
Being a smaller, petite person,
Right.
and sometimes girls want to try you,
Yes, they do.
especially in those teenage years
Oh
when
my
everybody trying to
gosh.
discover who they
They
are.
got that
and-
big crowd of
And you
girls
got
walking
y'all
behind.
got y'all real hair.
Yeah. I heard that you
Wait.
said that I said that you didn't like
Why is
me.
my boyfriend talking to you for
I don't-
more than 5
I can't
minutes?
stand y'all light skin. Y'all light skin heifers.
You think you all that because you got long hair.
But let me say this though, we're talking about women hating on each other, right?
Yeah.
But what about the men who hate on women?
They
Oh, wow.
Wait a minute.
I've seen
Do
that.
you know
Yes.
that is so true? I have
Yes.
dated men
So have
that
I.
hated on me.
Why?
Hated on me for being
For
who
being who you
I
are.
Why?
Everything
I mean,
that makes
okay.
you.
Their insecurity.
You're listening to the
There
conversation.
is the
Go to
truth.
Oh my gosh, that was such a
JBTV4You.com
good point. Oh my
and
goodness.
please
I
send us in what you have to say
As I
because
was
I
so
want to hear
true.
this.
As I've gotten older, I've discovered that
It's even
people
more.
I've been in relationships with
Oh my gosh.
hating
that's
on
so
me
true.
for being me.
Look,
Yes,
this is.
first is the very thing that about you
Attracted them.
is the very thing that they hate.
That they
Isn't it? Isn't
Yes.
it? It's, oh my
Yes.
goodness.
Yes.
How is it that Oh wow!
It's so
How
true.
is it? Yeah, I know it is. How is it that the
It's so nice to know
person
someone
closest
else
to
knows
you can be your biggest hater?
enemy.
Biggest hater.
How is
Biggest
that?
hater.
Have you ever experienced this?
Oh my
Everybody,
God.
I mean, hold on, everybody.
Call
Derek.
it. What's that number?
I don't think Derek's ever experienced it.
Oh,
This is a
you've never
concept.
experienced
Wow.
that. Look at the way you look, and you're gonna tell me you've never experienced that.
Pretty
Like
is what
people
they
I've
call
been
it.
with hating on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
So
Really?
you
No.
picked some really
Maybe
secure
you didn't
women.
know.
Yeah, maybe.
Hey, it could have been undercover
Yeah,
hate.
maybe
I'm
you
not
didn't know you
excluding
were
that.
doing that.
Yeah,
I've never had anybody. I'm sitting next to them with my arm around them. They're just like, I'm about to. Ooh.
Well, see, it's not that
No,
blatant.
not that.
It's not that
It's not like
blatant.
it's
It's little
subtle.
things they say.
They'll throw little shots. They'll throw little shots at you.
Yeah, those little shots.
I mean, I've been with
Shots.
people I consider haters, not in the sense that they just hate on everything, but generally
They
from
just
like,
haters in general.
Yeah, they just like, I don't like this one, you're gonna hate it, blah blah blah. But that's not
But
like
see, that's
directed
kinda-
towards me. I've never been with somebody and they'd be like,
I mean, you know, it's a competition.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So
Everybody.
much. They're so
All you gotta do is pay
competitive.
attention. Just pay attention.
I'm gonna start
and you will
looking
see
now.
it.
They're
I'm telling
always
you.
trying
like-
to
I'm
outdo
not
you.
gonna go looking for something that's not there.
I ain't gonna like create phantoms, but I'm just gonna be
I
like,
see Derek.
put on my glasses, it's like,
You ain't know me.
why you hating right now?
Why you hate?
They say, I didn't see that.
No, but I think-
they told me about
I think
that.
It's their
think
insecurity.
Yeah.
I think that what we have to get back to, and this is the whole point of this show, is it's about communication
Yes.
and it's about working things out and getting both perspectives.
Right.
So now, if I can talk to a woman with the with the idea of how she feels, or if she knows how we feel as men, or vice versa, women and women, men and men, what happens is now these conversations are getting out there, and it's like, oh, I didn't, like Derek didn't know or didn't pay attention to people hating.
God.
I'm sitting here smiling
And
like
It's
a
now-
fool.
wonderful that you didn't know that.
And now you get to
Oh my
you get to the
gosh.
point where you understand how people think or why they think. So if somebody's hating on you, you're not quick to fight or talk back to them or talk about them.
Right.
You have to think about, hey,
Recognize.
maybe this person was abused, maybe this person was abused physically, mentally,
Yeah.
or they're having challenges with their own
That's their own
person.
insecurity.
Did these
Insecurity.
did
That's
these
their own
guys just
insecurity.
come out and say like, I'm not feeling that about you at
Yes.
all, or did
Yes.
you find out
No,
like
no.
deductive
I found
reasoning?
out later,
Mhm.
but it was directly. This is
Directly.
what
Trying to tear you down. Every little thing about you. Anything. Just,
Okay.
well, you know.
He's like, I don't like my eggs yellow.
Look.
How smart you are.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
that's
look,
a big deal.
but no, but look,
That's
check it
a
out.
big deal.
But-
Because you can't be a combination of both.
Oh no, pretty.
Beautiful, nice looking, and smart.
Oh, no.
God,
It's either
please.
one or the other.
God forbid.
You can't
Yes.
But see, the thing is this, it's
How
like,
dare
They
you.
don't know what.
Brain.
They
if
don't
you
know what to
met
do with
me,
that.
if I met you, right? If I met you, and I'm gonna do two. I'm gonna do the good and the bad. If I met you
Okay.
at a conference, a doctor's conference, and you were the speaker,
Okay.
right? That tells me, and I met you, I said, oh my goodness, I love the way you spoke, your clarity, your the way you made me understand it, I connected. I mean, you're a really smart and intelligent woman, and you're beautiful. I love that about you. I would love to hang out with you and everything. So now she says yes, and she goes with you on that. And then now down the line, now you start feeling insecure because she's so smart.
You feel like you don't measure up.
Yeah, but it's
That's
not
the whole
about.
thing.
But it's not about measuring
it's
up.
not.
It's about you being who you are, and me accepting you for who you are, and me being who I am, and you accepting me for who I am.
But in
That's
this
how it
situation-
should be.
But and
Exactly.
what we're describing, I mean, we know who we are. We're comfortable in who we are. We accept them
Yep, for who they are.
where they are.
So in
I mean,
other
we already
words,
know that
if
we're
I was like this
aware
when we
of
got
that.
together, don't try to change me now.
Exactly.
Or don't act like
right.
you don't like it.
Right.
No,
But
but
what was the point in even pursuing and getting to the point where you're in a relationship
Yeah.
and
But
you're
they
in
really
it
do.
together?
But see, this is the thing. They really do like you. They really do. They really do like
It's
you.
just them not
And
really
it's just
liking
them.
themselves.
It's just them.
yes,
Now,
that's it.
That's
you,
it.
they look at
Derek,
you. There it
on the
is.
nose.
They look at you
Smart.
and they see how smart you are and how you got it going on and how you into your
Yeah.
career, and then they start looking at themselves
They're seeing
and
what they're
thinking
like.
that they don't measure up when
Yeah.
you're not even looking at
But
them like
then
that.
why try to tear that person down?
Because I have to feel better.
It's
I
gonna
have-
make them feel better.
Because I feel like I don't measure up. They feel like they don't measure up, so I have to tell you that. And they're always comparing themselves to you.
It's a ridiculous
Is that the
game.
pattern you've noticed with these
Yeah.
guys
Yes.
hating
Yeah.
on you? Like they're like,
They always,
I'm
they're
doing this,
always
you're doing that.
It's
so,
competitive.
and then they'll call you
And it's
years
draining.
later. Guess what I'm doing?
Oh yeah.
I'm doing this and that, and
But see, you're
you know,
good. You pick up the phone.
I do.
Because I don't.
I do. I pick up the phone.
And Derek-
I
I do, because before we got call ID, people had to answer the phone. So I'm from that old school thought. And I'm like, hello? I don't want to talk to you. I knew it was you, but I don't want to talk to you.
And Derek and I had this conversation earlier.
earlier.
We had this conversation earlier.
I've
We were
never
saying,
been.
why can't people, and this is the end all to be all to this conversation, everybody, why can't we just accept people for who they are and love people for who they are and be happy in their success?
Yes.
Because what you make happen for another man or woman,
It's gonna happen.
gotta make happen for you.
Yes, we
So
will.
the thing is, if I can celebrate your victory and uplift you in your success,
I do.
you'll do the same thing for me, and we'll all be
It's
successful.
plenty. It's plenty
enough
to go
out for
around.
everybody.
Pie is big enough for
Cool.
everybody.
And I'm
why,
jumping
as
in
a
the
man, are you competing with me as a female anyway?
You took my job. I was supposed to be
Maybe.
at that
Just
conference.
maybe.
You can't compete.
Just maybe.
with us.
It's the
He doesn't know who he is.
What you trying to say?
You want my heart?
I got you. You my girlfriend.
I told you, on the Jackie and Daryl show, we keep it real, we keep it respectful, but we also talk about those hard topics and subjects that people don't want to talk about.
Questioning the
So,
manhood.
and it's not a bash on anybody. It's not a bash on anybody.
No, it's not.
We're just trying to figure out
We're trying to
why
figure out
people
why.
do what they do,
Because
why people hate.
men don't do that. Men.
Real men.
Let me say that again.
Come on, come on.
Real men don't do
No,
that.
they don't.
Derek,
Real men.
we don't do that.
See, and that's
Hey.
why they're here.
Hey, look.
Because they're real men.
He's light-skinned, I'm
He's
dark-skinned.
actually an enemy.
He likes
Yeah, we
me.
shouldn't
He
even be
likes
talking.
me.
I should be looking at him like, well, I'm in this room.
Hey.
It's too dark. in here.
Chocolate is back in.
You know, I should be mad. Now I don't have the high seat. You know?
I can't with y'all right
Chocolate is
If you notice, that's why Jackie and I on the outside, and Tiffany and Derek on the
and
inside.
the light one.
Oreo cookie.
We're a caramel Oreo.
And the cream don't fit without the cookie. Hold it
You
together.
gotta have the cookie.
Why y'all?
It's not even Oreo.
We're the glue.
The truth has been spoken. Now you see, they're hating this entire time. Like, look at them. Look at them.
It ain't my friend.
Look at them.
No more light-skinned people on the show.
No more. No more. Like the doctor said. No
So
more.
everybody, please go to jdtvforyou.com.
We passed it.
Check us out.
That's why he had me
TV.
like getting next to the paper bag. He wanted to see if I could pass that
He
test.
got against you too?
Yeah, I did.
I just thought, he's just eccentric. He's a cat. He's out there. He's a visionary.
Yeah. So you know,
Perpetuating the cycle.
there's a method to my madness.
Lord have mercy.
So, hey, go to the website,
Yes.
JDTV for you. Check it out. Get involved. This show is going to be awesome.
Yes.
And it's going to get better and better because it's for you. And we're going to have real people on there and get used to
Light-skinned.
their faces. Because you'll see the light-skinned people come back a lot.
Yeah,
Okay?
light-skinned.
Represent all demographics.
That's right.
So,
We're even with Asians too, for my doctor out
it
there.
doesn't matter.
Yeah, we're gonna bring her on.
It don't matter what color you are, white, black, green, purple, indifferent.
This show is for
This
you.
show is
It's
for
for
you.
everyone.
So join myself, Daryl, and my lovely co-host.
Jackie.
It's me.
And you will see Tiffany and Derek again. We're gonna try to make them a permanent fixture somewhere. And
Yeah, in the middle. In the middle though.
In the middle.
In the middle.
We will know our place.
yeah.
Yeah.
And we're gonna
Yes.
continue to have an awesome time, an awesome show. So go to the website, go to Facebook, the Twitter, the blogs. You'll see it all popping up on the screen. We're gonna have an awesome time and check us out on TV and just go online and watch the shows and get your friends to watch it. It's gonna be awesome. This is for you, and we'll see you later. Peace out.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
So my question is this.
What now?
This is my question. Okay.
All right.
So
My chair keeps sliding.
okay,
Anyway.
and it's cool.